How's it going, guys? Well, I am back on the Freightliner here. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be replacing every single injector. We're gonna go and replace all 6 of them. So this truck was not running since 2017, so I had parked it all that time. I went and got her started, put a new housing for the fuel. Other than that, what else did I do? I rebuilt the fan, all of the clutch and everything there. All that is new, and I took it on the first trip and it did pretty good. It sounds pretty solid. I like the N14s, they're really good engines, but I do hear a miss, and sometimes going uphill, stuff like that, it'll vibrate a bit, and you know, I know it's the injectors. So I'm gonna go ahead, and it could be 1, 2, who knows, you know, but I'm gonna go ahead and replace all of them. And if you're wondering about the cab over, that one, I started getting a pretty big oil leak on the heads. So well, at least it bugged me. I could have still kept on running it and just washing it and, you know, keep on going, but man, it bugged me a lot. And well, let's go ahead and show you. I got her up. Everything is up. So I don't know if you can see there, but all the side from the heads, you know, it started leaking quite a bit, and that bugged me a lot. And you know, I do have the gaskets, I have everything to get her done, but I don't know if I should replace the heads. I was thinking about sending them off and getting them checked out, but you know, something tells me, you know, just go ahead and put new ones on. So that's what I want to do. But also, I was also thinking, you know, if I'm gonna take it all apart, why not rebuild the engine? So I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. And I don't know, but for now, it's this one right here. And well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. This right here, guys, you've already seen, hopefully you've already seen my other video where I replace injectors and everything on the cab over and the big cam. You know, they're similar engines, you know, but for me it's actually easier to work on the N14. I know if you don't know much about these engines, you're probably gonna say, but how? You know, it's electronic, it should be a little bit harder. But, you know, it's actually a little easier for me, you know. On these, you know, you can take parts of the rockers off. You know, if you're gonna replace the first injector, you just take those rockers off, and that's it, just for that section right there. On the big cam, you got to take the whole front section. So what I'm talking about, you know, we got 3 heads here. It's the same with a big cam. You got 3 heads. So that's your first head right here. You know, you got the cover, then you got the Jake brake, and then you got the head. You know, on the head you got the rockers, but you know, you got injector 1, injector 2. So if you're just going to replace injector 1, instead of taking, like on the big cam, the rockers, everything, you'll have to take the whole section off. On this one, you just take the front part. which it'll be half. So just take that half part off, and now you can replace the front injector. So instead of taking the whole rack. So, but for me, since I'm gonna do all 6, you know, it's still gonna be easier. I'm gonna take the first one off, then put it back on, take the second one off, put it back on, you know, and just follow, you know, follow it through all the way. Before I parked this truck, I had already done adjusted everything. You know, I had done the whole rack on it. So like I said, it sounds good. Everything sounds solid on this truck. I am not gonna bother on doing any adjustments, injector adjustments or nothing like that. So since I'm not gonna do anything, I'm not gonna move any settings on that. So just take the rockers off, take the injector out, put the new one in, and put the rockers back on, and that's it. You know, put it to spec, as you know, torque it down to the specs and everything, and that's it. You know, I don't need to do any more adjustments, and if you don't want to mess around with adjustments, you know, and something quick, don't even bother on messing around with it unless you really have to, you know. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this. Okay, there's the top off. That's your Jake brake right there. You gotta remove this on the side. Okay, now there's one bolt right there, another one over there. There's gonna be one on each side, each corner, 2 in the middle, 2 on the ends. And this is gonna be the same size as your cover. So it is a 7/16 12 point. I don't know if, yeah, this one, take it off. I think this is only good like for 25 or so foot-pounds. So for this, you know, you gotta use something bigger and, you know, take it off. Alright, Jake brake is off. This is what I was telling you guys about, the rockers here. So here's one section, here's the other one. All you need to do is remove this bolt right here and that one right there. That's a 9/16 12 point. You remove that, take this section off, and there's gonna be your injector back here. Right back here. It's under this rocker here. Alright, we're not gonna move any settings on nothing of this. Everything is gonna stay the same. Alright, I already removed both of the bolts. Okay, I like keeping mine in order. So this one goes on the front side and the other one on the back side. So this one, all you have to do is just raise them up, pick them up, and you're good. You're good. Alright, I'm just gonna set this here. Alright, and these, you know, it'll slide out, so just be careful so you don't get everything apart. So here's the injector. It's injector number 1. Okay, that one, oh, I had already put in the injector on this one, so I'm gonna leave that one how it is. Here's injector number 2. There's the plug right there. If you can see the difference on color, that one's brownish, this one is gray. So this one wasn't that old. I think it was probably like a month or so when I parked it. So this injector is good. We're gonna continue with this one and keep on going, so on. So I'm gonna replace this one back, torque it down, and remove this one. I should have checked that before taking it off, but oh well. Alright, already torqued these down. You know, start off at 40 foot-pounds, then go up to 80 on each. And from there you go to 115 foot-pounds on each. Alright, gonna go ahead and take this one off and go from there. Alright, the hold down for the injector, that's a 3/8. Alright, I don't remember if this was at 35, 32 foot-pounds. Yep, I'm gonna have to use the other one. Alright, here's the little piece. It's a little tab. You know, you just gotta push it down so it releases from the plug down there. From that right there. You know, and that is plugged on the outside. That's your harness all on the side here for every single injector. So what I'm thinking, you know, since it misses, I am thinking that what's going on with my injectors, I'm thinking it's wiring. You know, it's already old wiring, and you know, 600,000 miles of being hot, a hot engine, and you know, this is old. As you can tell, the color, if you compare it, it's, you know, color is way different. You know, to take these out, I've used a pry bar. If not, sometimes it'll come out just with your hands, just by pulling on it. You know, but right now, obviously, I'm gonna need both hands. And pry bar that I've been using and have had pretty good luck is this one right here. Okay, this one you can adjust it. So you know, if you're from Minnesota, I bought this in Runnings, you know, Performance Tool W2032, you know, and I'm sure if you're not from Minnesota and you don't have a Runnings, I'm sure, you know, other places should have this. Yeah, but it's actually a pretty nice tool. So injectors out. Injector number 2. Okay. Everything looks good in there. The cup looks good. Just need to clean it out, you know. So I'm gonna keep on doing the same to every single one. All the injectors are out all the way to the back over there. Okay, hard to replace that one right there. Gonna replace number 6, the hardest one, way in the back. Okay, I did notice something here when I took out the injectors. Injector number 2, when I took that one out, you know, fuel poured down into cylinder there where the piston is. All of the other ones didn't have any fuel. Nothing came out of them, which that was weird. So I'm guessing, you know, I had multiple bad ones. So, but yeah, only that one poured fuel out. The rest, it was very minimal. I mean, minimal as far as a few drops. That's about it. There was nothing that poured out of them. So, alright, like I said, I had already replaced that one before. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace the other 4. I'm gonna clean the cups. Just put something in there. I usually use something like this, and then a paper towel or a rag, something that's not gonna leave anything in there. You know, you don't want to drop anything inside. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning the cups and put the new injectors in. Alright, I got all injectors in. Okay, I went ahead and put everything together on the very far back there. you know, it's way in there. So that was the hardest one. Other than that, you know, these are more simple to do. You know, you're able to work outside, so it's, you know, everything's in. I already torqued down the injectors. Those were 35 foot-pounds on the hold downs here, the ones on the back right there. So everything's been torqued, and now I am gonna put the rockers on. I believe I already told you it was 40 foot-pounds, 80, then 115 foot-pounds. So you just go back and forth tightening them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and put the jake brakes on. Jake brakes are at 75 foot-pounds. And, you know, put new gaskets, everything on. That one's got new gasket. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything's gonna be new on the gaskets. I did rip the back one, so, and you know, it'll happen, especially when it's back there. But gonna go ahead and put everything back together and start it and see how it does. All right, everything is done here. Got everything back together. Gonna go ahead and start her up. It'll probably take a little bit since there's no fuel in the injectors right now. So let's go ahead and see how it does. That's a smoky one. Oh yeah. Took it all the way to the front. Now the fan has it. There we go. Let it warm up a little bit and then hit it on fast idle here. It's on fast idle now. Sounds really good. What do you guys think? good on this truck now. Let it idle for a while and then I'll come back to it. Yep. It's a little warm now. Yep. It's responded pretty good. Yep.